Oh yeah, the boys are back after a week hiatus. Just focusing on football. Excellent football as it dies down. Bang bang Niner gang. You know, uh, Chiefs Kingdom.
Red Kingdom.
Taylor gang. Taylor gang or die. But yeah, man. Back to MMA and UFC, man. We're back. We got what 11 to 13 weeks in a row, something in between those. So we're not going to be dry on Saturdays because this past Saturday it was like no football, no nothing, no UFC. So it was like fuck. I know for those watching one, I think there was one, right? One championship or something like that.
There was something going on. I think there was a boxing fight too.
Yeah. For those fans like that, I don't watch one mainly because it's at a rare time that I do not tune in live.
It's rough. It's rough.
Yeah, you got to watch the replay because I can't stay up for that. But yeah, man, I'm excited. Let's just recap real quick. But what were we talking about right before we said we were going to talk about on the show? Oh yeah, the UFC 300 announcement. We haven't had the main event announced yet. People putting pressure on Uncle Dana. They said we need to know. There's been some haters on social media saying like, oh, this is what, the meme was like, oh, we thought we were going to get this, but we're really getting this. And it's like, it's not nobody's fault. You just expecting something crazy like Brock Lesnar or something like that.
Yeah.
And he ain't doing shit because he's on a part of that lawsuit or potential lawsuit for the sexual misconduct and assault by Vincent Kennedy McMahon. So, yeah, man. No wonder he turned Mexican for a bit. He's trying to hide his identity and shit. Vince McMahon. Yeah, but yeah, man. I'm so excited for this. Finally, we got some more violence. It's just a warm up to some pay-per-views, but it's better than nothing. I think the card's actually pretty decent for being a fight night type of thing.
I feel like the main event and co-main event are cool.
Yeah, they're real cool. But let's just recap here. Last week, UFC 297. That was that Strickland week. We didn't really talk about it because we didn't have a chance, but DDP pulled it out, man. A lot of people felt it was controversial. A lot of people felt that Strickland should have won it. But then there were some people and when I say people, and not just social media and stuff, but actual fighters, ex-fighters, people in the commentators. Some people did think that DDP won. I mean, it was close, so I wasn't really mad either way. Obviously, it was a barn burner. But it just depends, man. You never know with these judges. Like we always say this nonstop, every card. Like when you leave it to the judges, it's always risky, no matter what.
Yeah.
So we've seen crazy shit happen when you think one person absolutely dominated the fight and the other person gets announced as a split winner or whatever. So you never know. Don't leave it at just finish the fight. But yeah, we got a new African champion. South Africa is going crazy right now. You saw when he came back and the people were acknowledging him back in the airport of South Africa. Yeah, shout out to DDP.
I didn't see it.
Yeah, it's just like a movie. Like he was just putting his hands up there, telling people in different levels of the building, and they were all going crazy. So it was like Nelson Mandela came back.
He's the Afrikaans. The Afrikaans.
Yes. And then we got to mention it. We got a new champion, Raquel Pennington, pulled it out. Pretty dominant performance. But, her classic, not crazy, not that entertaining. But Mayra Bueno Silva disappointed me, man. But she said she hurt herself during the fight.
She's weak.
She didn't hurt her. That's like, now Raquel hurt you. And then that was the purpose of the fight. Like, that's what happened. So it's like, yeah, good job for Raquel.
Yeah, good for her, at least Raquel Pennington. She's an OG in the game. She's been in the ship forever. So at least she finally got a belt to show for it. You know what I'm saying? For women's MMA. And now hopefully Juliana Pena can get her shit together. Like whatever's wrong with her, she's been hurt for so long, and they can get that fight going.
And she's back, and it started sparking all this like women's fighters coming back, old women fighters like talking shit, all this stuff. And then they got the Kayla Harrison announcement with Holly Holmes.
Oh, yeah.
So that
was out of nowhere.
Yeah, exactly. And a lot of people are like wondering, like, damn, because Uncle Dana ain't really cashing people out like that. You know what I'm saying? So is he really cashing Kayla Harrison out? I don't know. She was having like a nice life. She barely fought in the PFL. She fought like twice a year, won it every time. She lost one time. Larissa Pacheco won that one year. I cashed big on that one. And but then she was getting like a good paycheck and bonuses when she did win. So it's like,
well, yeah, she won that tournament like back to back 2 years in a row, so that's $2 million right there. So
yeah, exactly. And she almost won it 3 times in a row. She lost to Pacheco, but she could have won it again. So that's crazy. You know what I thought she should have done, or UFC should have done? They should have signed her at 145 and try to revive that whole division. You know what I'm saying? Or bring it back. But I guess Dana didn't want to spread it out. He's going to spend it on men instead because he's going to do the 165 and 175
allegedly,
allegedly.
all these rumors going around. We'll see. That's why everybody was excited for today. See if they would announce something crazy.
Nah, we got nothing. No Taco Tuesday from Dana. But yeah, man, just to recap real quick. 2-1 for me. I got DDP plus 120, Armfield plus 160, and then I lost on Bueno Silva minus 160. So that sucked. But I went 2-1 plus 1.2 because the Bueno Silva and Armfield kind of cancel each other out. And so I'm 4-3 plus 0.9 units. So, you know, we got a whole year left. It's just the first month. Nesto, the parlays were the killers, but it was some upsets that night. All the Canadians went down. Pretty much, except for the girls.
The men were like 0 for 7 or something.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, if you're going to lose a parlay, you might as well lose them all. You know what I'm saying? It's the same as losing one. So, but yeah, Katona, Jordan City, Johan, Judah Vicious.
I thought Katona got played, though.
Katona, that was a close one, too. But Katona always plays by points. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's a point guy. So, that's risky business. Curtis and Strickland, you know, that was a close one. So, I could have worked out, too. And then Bueno Silva by sub. Looked good at plus money. Definitely good value. She just lost. That was on her, though. Fuck her. So she's not going to get a title shot anytime soon. So she's out. But we're moving forward here. We had to recap a little longer than normal. Not really. It's only been, 6 minutes. So we're good. Any other comments before we start? UFC 300, more announcements to come, man. I like what UFC's doing. Fuck all you haters. But let's see here. Let's share the screen. We're going to Tapology today. Get to the nitty-gritty, the facts. All right, man. We got a full slate. Hopefully none of them gets canceled. 13 fights on the board. They did cancel one, to be honest. Melsic Bagdasarian and William Gomez. Or Gomez. Not the Mexican guy, the black guy, Gomez. And that one got canceled, bro. But first up, we got Thomas Peterson against Jamal Pogues, man. Thomas Peterson, big, heavy grappler, power guy from the Contender Series, 8-1, 28 years old here. And he's a knockout guy with a little bit of submission, but he's a finisher, ground and pound. But, I mean, it's hard because he fought Chandler Cole in Contender Series, which if you guys don't know, if you watch The Ultimate Fighter, he was like the fat guy in there, the short, fat guy. He looked Mexican, but he had like a country accent and really was white, which is really weird. But shout out to white Mexicans. Hey, but yeah, what do you think, man? We got favorited is what's his name? Peterson here. So the newcomer favorited. We've seen the guys from the Contender Series. The Contender Series debut curse even has continued on. But Jamal Pogues, man. You know, I'm not a fan per se.
It's sketch.
But he's 10-4, getting better, right? He should be getting better in theory. He's also the same age, but here's the problem: he's bouncing back and forth from what heavyweight to he was 205, then he's heavyweight, and he doesn't look really fit at heavyweight. So it's like, are you not trying to cut weight? You know, what are you trying to do? You're kind of lazy with it, but he has some punching skills, man, some striking skills.
I'm gonna just go with the guy making his debut. Okay.
Yeah, I know. I'm with you right here. The line opened, which is kind of interesting. Where to go here? It looked like Peterson opened as a huge favorite, minus 275, and now he's like minus 160, minus 170. So at this point, I mean, I know a lot of love has been on Pogues for whatever reason, but yeah, I'm with you here, man. It's Peterson for me. I think it's better now at minus 160. You're getting way better pricing with the heavyweights. Like Pogues, what is he going to do? Like, he could point his way to victory, I guess, with the jabs, but neither guy got the cardio like that. Yeah, I can't risk with Jamal Pogues.
No, for sure.
All right, moving forward. We won't waste the time with the Pogues. This is a banger right here. We got Markel Medeiros against Landon Quinones. Quinones is actually Medeiros was the favorite, minus 245. Now all the way to minus 130, 135, bro. That's crazy. That's insane. Landon Quinones, he's definitely a prospect as well. Let me go back to Markel here. Young guy. He's also from I believe Contender Series. Yep. And everyone dominates on Contender Series to get a contract. You know what I'm saying? Like when you do win and get a contract for the most part. But Quinones is from the Ultimate Fighter house, and he actually lost his last fight as well. Here's the guy right here, 7-2.
Oh yeah, he was kind of like phony.
2-fight losing streak, but he took a short notice fight against Nasrat Hasparat.
Yeah,
he's only on one.
He's young though. He's hella young, right?
Yeah, he's 28, but he's young as far as UFC years. He's from Titan FC, but he lost. He even lost in the Ultimate Fighter. He lost to Jason Knight.
He was talking shit. He got yoked up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with the other guy. Fuck it.
Medeiros is a cracker too. Not a cracker as in the racial, but he cracks people. But yeah, I'm taking a shot on the dog here. I got him at plus 150, but now I would still fire him at plus 120, 110. I know you're losing some value there, but I think this is the spot for Landon here. Quinones to bounce back. He's pretty durable for the most part, and he's always down to fight for your money here. But it's going to be a banger. I think someone's going out, man. These guys are going to throw hands. It's going to be crazy. Sure. This is a low-key fight, All right. Okay, we got chick fights here, man. I was one of the podcasts I was listening to. It said this is Neil Magny girl version, Joanna Man Neil Magny. Hey, but it's Luana Carolina. Yeah, against.
My bad. I was thinking this was a homegirl.
The mechanic.
Jocelyn Edwards.
No. This similar. I think they fought against each other, but yeah, Luana Carolina against Juliana Stoliarenko. Carolina actually opened as a favorite, minus 125, and now you got Stoliarenko as the favorite, minus 130. Man,
remember this chick Luana got knocked out by Meatball, right?
Yeah, that's what she's infamous for. If you guys remember, a few fights ago, she lost to Molly McCann with that spinning back elbow,
and she lost to your girl Joanne Wood.
And that's a red flag. Throw the flag out. Throw the flag out, man. Joanne Wood, no good. I know people like her, but ever since she decided to become a mom, the mental is not there. Her focus is on family, which is cool. But as far as becoming champion and winning and all that, nah. So yeah, I'm not betting on that. I
gotta go with Stoliarenko.
Yeah, no, I'm right with you, man. I hate laying with Stolia, and I'll show you guys some Stolia here. But she has experience. She's gotten better. Her record's not sexy, so the average person's gonna look and they're gonna be like, "Nah, 11-7 is no good in the
Where's
UFC."
She from? What flag is that?
That is Lithuania. But she's not a knockout person. She's
coming
a
off a win,
artist.
though, right?
Yep, she beat Molly McCann in an armbar.
Ooh, MMA math.
Yeah, but McCann is really bad on the ground. But Carolina is not that great either.
On this card too.
Exactly. And then she also fought Chelsea Chandler, who she lost to, which is crazy. If you remember, Chelsea Chandler is that Stockton white girl that was running away. She's infamous for running. So the resume is not sexy. Nothing is sexy. But if you're an MMA fan and you've been watching UFC, you've seen that Stoliarenko last fight. She has the chin. She does put up a good fight, even in losses. And I don't like Carolina at all. She has the length and everything, but really, for me, her technique, everything is not bettable, at this price. So I'm going Stoliarenko. Not big, but I'm going Stoliarenko for sure. Going back here. Okay. We got some yellow excellence. Let's start with some yellow excellence. New yellow guy. We got the Korean Tiger, 10-1, another prospect. And I don't want you guys to say that he looks just like other guys like Song Do Choi and all these guys. But his name's Jung Young Lee. And everyone's 28 years old, I guess. Big streak here. Finisher, submission, knockout. But his last fight was a split decision victory. And that is kind of a red flag as well, because a lot of these Asian fighters are, to be honest, like not all of them are live
Who
up to
was
the
it
expectation.
against?
Yiza. Let me check on Yiza. He's 24-4, so prospect, but the competition they be fighting is
Yeah,
not
I guess
good. He's a
that
road
was
to the
both.
UFC guy.
That was both their UFC debuts too, though. So
hmm So that's my only red flag because this guy is the favorite here. Yeah, so he started off as a pick'ems, but now money's coming in. He's about a minus 140, 150 against Blake Builder. And man, this is a tough one, man. I mean, I'm probably not going to bet on this fight. I lean Builder, to be honest, at the dog price now. To be honest with you guys, if you guys remember Blake Builder, he's actually kind of disappointing from the last time, but he only lost one fight, his last fight here, Kyle Nelson. We were there. It was at were we there? No, not this one. No, it was, right?
what?
Now, where was this? Nah, this was another one I'm thinking. I'm thinking of UFC Noche. Was it that one? Where Kyle Nelson won. Which one was it? I gotta look it up. It's gonna bother me if I don't. Oh, here we go. We were at the one where he beat Fernando Padilla, and everyone was super upset at Noche that night.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, man, Blake Builder. I mean, he has the skills, but yeah, I just can't. I gotta stay away from this, man. I think it's his bounce back spot on a debut from an Asian guy, but I can't put my money on this. You know what I'm saying? It's a little risky for me, but I can understand why people would, like the favorite because he's so good, but also like Builder as a dog just because of that. But yeah, nothing for me, please. He's 33, bro. I mean, that's quote unquote start of your could be your peak age, but I mean, he's kind of old for being just getting started, really. So not for me. But who do you like to win at least? Who do you think?
I don't know. I'll probably just do the dogger pass.
Dogger. When in doubt, dogger pass is never that bad,
Yep.
You can get some plus money with it. But yeah, this is a risky fight. But entertainment value wise, I'm definitely thinking it's going to be a banger as well. Somebody might get finished. And we haven't been talking about the under overs a lot, but I haven't seen any 1.5s yet. Oh, the Jamal Pogues fight, over 1.5 is minus 240. I know we've been looking for the 1.5s.
That could be boring.
Yeah, it could be boring for sure.
I know the main event is like 1.5 too. I think so.
Or yeah, there's gonna be a couple coming up. Oh, this one next fight right here, 1.5 total. We got the Rocks champion.
Oh,
right here. Demba Gorimbo, the guy that the Rock bought a house for, gave him some stuff. Everyone had an emotional cry, which is great. This guy had a crazy hard life. He was like working in the mines, and then he tried to check into work, and then got attacked by the guard dogs, and almost died from dogs. From the story I heard, which is insane because the job already sucked. So that's crazy. But this guy, I mean, he's overcame a lot. But skill-wise, I mean, just talking about MMA skills at the UFC level, I'm not a big fan. I think he's just okay at everything. Clinch game is probably his best game in my opinion, but he doesn't really have the power. He really got, that crazy technique. He's very average. He's beaten Takashi Sato, who's not very good in the UFC, and then lost to AJ Fletcher, a small guy as well, stocky. But this is another matchup where he's getting the Mexican OT here. You got Pete Rodriguez, 5-1. He's one of those shorter guys, man, 5'9", a knockout guy. He's like your classic.
He looks like a big version of old school fighter Tyson Griffin, or I forgot his name back in the day.
Oh yeah, is that his name? Tyson Griffin.
He's a short ass dude. He used to have paws. He used to have cakes.
We'll see if he has cakes. There's no backshot pictures here of Pete. But the only thing, red flag on this guy is his cardio. Obviously, when you're a little not as lean, you don't cut as much weight and drain yourself as others. He could cut a little more weight for sure. But he's short and he got chin for the most part, and he throws power like most Mexican fighters, right? Mexican American fighters. Competition's not good. He fought Mike Jackson, who he beat, and then he's only lost to Jack Della Magdalena, which obviously is honestly one of the top prospects of UFC right now. So it's not a terrible loss.
Yeah,
he's taking all his fights short notice.
And like you said, he's fighting against that Gorimbo guy. Like the value's there. The Gorimbo, he didn't really show a lot. He's mostly famous for, like you said, The Rock buying him a house, which is dope. But yeah, I
Mhm.
think it'd be worth it to bet with this guy.
Yeah, and here's another crazy thing. I don't like to go into the odds right away a lot because it's good to have a narrative and story and then see the odds a lot of times. Themba Gorimbo was a minus 300 opening, bruh.
Damn.
Oh, hell no. Now, obviously, money's coming in on Rodriguez. Now, Themba's probably like minus 240, minus 250. You get Rodriguez at like plus 200 on average. But yeah, I'm right with you, man.
Yeah,
This
and
is
this.
like, you got to fire on it.
I mean, yeah, and this is that's also if it backfires in our face, this is a good measuring stick to see how Garembo does do. You feel me?
No, exactly. You got to see. Maybe he proves us wrong, and then he dominates, and he's like, "Wow, this guy's actually really good." I highly doubt that. As far as even if he wins, I highly doubt it's going to be like, "Oh, wow, this guy's amazing." Because Pete Rodriguez ain't the top of the cream of the crop either. You know what I'm saying? He's just got certain things that he's good at. We'll see about the weight cut. That's another thing. He's like fat D-Rod. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got to go with the Mexican OT here at plus 200, bro. That might be best bet material for the show at plus 200, but because there ain't no way I'm laying minus 250, minus 300 with Garimbo. You better call the rock for that one. But the under over is also about a pick'ems under over 1.5 rounds. I mean, I don't think Garimbo's going to finish Rodriguez at all.
Yeah.
So it's on one-way traffic as far as if there is a finish, it'll be Rodriguez. So maybe Rodriguez by knockout. Let me see what that is. Plus 265. I mean, it's not even that much more than plus 210 right now. But yeah, we'll look at that. What else we got here? Come back. Okay, I'm surprised this is a little high up on there, but I think there's a reason why this is kind of high up on the card than normal. We got Charles Johnson right here. He's kind of like getting to the point where he's like just the guy they throw in there like a jobber almost. Like he's actually was decent for a bit, but I don't know. He kind of fell off. 13-6 here. 33 years old, 3-fight losing streak. I mean, he is when he wins, he does finish people for the most part. He never been finished, so he's durable.
Damn.
But he's lost to Estevam, who's good, Durden, who's pretty good, Ode Osborne's okay, and then he lost to Mokayev. So the only people he's beaten is like Jimmy Flick, Zuma Gulov, like
Nalagas.
Yeah, everyone's beating Zalgas these days. You know what I'm saying? So, but they're feeding him like a Zalgas cousin almost. We got this prospect here from Kazakhstan, Azat Maxim, 17-0. 17 wins, pretty much, has been solid. Here's the red flag for a lot of people, though. He beat Tyson Nam last in his debut, but it was a split decision, and Tyson Nam is damn near retired right now, right? Or got cut. So
he was doing good his last few fights, though.
Tyson Nam, yeah, we seen him.
I will say that about that fool.
I was at one of the fights where it was at the Virgin Hotel, the UFC when they were doing that, and I didn't know it was Tyson Nam's wife next to me, but because I was watching it, she's like screaming hard for Tyson Nam, and I had money on him, so I'm like, yeah, he's doing good. Then he gets slept, like just slept straight up, like face on the ground, knocked out, slept. This lady might have lost it, bro. Might have just lost it. She dipped. She started crying, bro. It was crazy. I was like, damn. Then I found out they're like, oh, that's Tyson Nam's wife. I was like, understandable, all right?
That's fucked up.
Yeah, but yeah, man. I mean, to me, I think that debut was it wasn't his best performance, and it was just like a warm up. Debuts for UFC is different when you go to the next level. Not everyone does well, man. And Maxim, I think at this price, he started at minus 180. Now he's like minus 200. I think the price is still good, man. I think realistically, in my opinion, he should be a minus like 300. So definitely probably one of my best bets of the week is Azat Maxim, man. I got him at minus 180, but I was still taking my minus 200. Also for those that like parlays, that could be a nice one parlay piece right there. Charles Johnson, I'm over this train, man. I thought he was going to bounce back in one of the fights. He's done. Yeah, even if he wins, I don't even think Dana White's going to like push him. You know what I'm saying? Like, even if he makes this huge upset. So it's like, it's over with, bro. But who you got? You like Maxim or you going with Johnson, the revival?
No, I'm going with the Kazakhstan.
Kazakhstan, stand up. And then we got going into here the fight that everyone's been waiting for, especially you. We got Molly Meatball McCann, the female Patty Pimblett.
Versus the baddie.
Yeah, she's also a lesbian, in case you're wondering. We didn't. Not everyone was sure about that, but Patty confirmed it. And
Well, she got a wife. Yeah, she
got a wife too. They're married, yeah, not to each other, but with different people. But 13-6, man. Kind of like a bar stool type fighter. She should probably dominate and run. What's that shit? Rough and Rowdy. 2 losses. She is durable, minus getting submitted. She's never been knocked out. She always is down to throw hands, go in the pocket because she's short arms. So she's always down to go there to eat one, to give one. She lost to Julia Stoliarenko, and she lost to Erin Blanchfield, both by submission. But Blanchfield is damn near a championship material. So for me, I mean, it's hard. I'm not laying the juice here with her though.
Yeah, I'll tell meatballs. That's always smelly with her.
Meatball minus 245. Now people even better up to minus 260, minus 280. So damn near minus 300 at this point. And I mean, as far as the pick, man, I'm not gonna lie. Like she should win because Diana Belbita, 15-8. Only a 1 loss, but she's not really anything to like be proud of as far as fighting goes. People like the way she looks. She's one of those type of fighters, like the one left from last 2 weeks. Who we got? What's her name? The one that knocked people out from Brazil. That booty fingered Covington.
Polyana
Viana. There you go. This is like that type of vibe right there. This is like, okay, people like you, but
she just took an elbow to Karolina Kolkevich, so right?
Yeah, exactly, right here by decision. But
yeah, because you had her, you had Belbita. Yeah, fuck, bro. I might have to go with Belbita. It might be. I'm trying to think. Dogs are barking.
I'm with you here as far as the pick. I'm obviously would pick McCann to win, but as far as the betting purposes go, I don't think we should lay minus 270, 300 with these female fights, let alone
I think
a one-dimensional fighter.
Yeah, I think Belbita's like only chance for this fight is like submission and right? Yep. Or am I tripping?
No, you're right. I mean, how else is she gonna? Because she's not strong enough to hold her down.
But that's I think that, and that's Molly's biggest. Like she sucks at like the ground. She's terrible.
I mean, hopefully she
just got tapped her last fight, right? Molly Meebo.
Last 2 losses, she got tapped. She got tapped twice, but she did win most recently in a grappling match. So I could see like, hey, she noticed that, hey, she's been getting fucked up. Her coaches are probably like, you should probably keep training your grappling, at least some grappling defense. That's a big thing, getting out of certain situations, not being in it. But yeah, man, like anyone, if you're betting Molly McCann at minus 280, 300, man, you need to reevaluate yourself. I don't say this much because everyone has different opinions, but like, no way. But even if she goes out there, knocks out this chick first round, I still don't think it's worth the minus 300 price tag. Like, that's how crazy it is. Like, y'all wilding out here. I know I'm the same guy that said, oh, we should put a little money on Ferguson at like plus whatever, 500 or whatever it was against Patty Pimblett. But I think Patty Pimblett's better than Molly McCann. I mean, respectively to their divisions. So, but that's that, man. I think we're on the same page there. Like Molly, she's cool, but she ain't minus 300 cool.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Okay, now we got more Ultimate Fighter guys. Gilbert Urbina.
Yeah, I'm already on this one. I'm rocking with Urbini.
You already know that's your boy. It looks like one of your homeboys.
That's racist.
But yeah, man, you gotta remember this guy. He's actually pretty decent from the show. He didn't win the show, but
he got yoked up. I didn't want him to win the show, but now that he's been like bouncing back, especially last fight, he won me some money against that Kanosi dude or whatever.
Yeah, the Kosi brothers, one of them. But Kosi brothers are overrated. People were just, I don't know what happened. Like the first debut, I was like, okay, maybe this guy's cool. He's like down to get hit. He's durable. He's throwing hands. He got power. And then this guy just gasses himself out every single damn fight. But yeah, so Urbina's definitely better. When it came to the people like in his show, like Brian Battle, he lost to, but Battles won the show. And then the guy that was a runner-up was Trayshawn Gore. And, he lost to Trayshawn Gore, which is all right. And he's lost to Sean Brady, which in LFA, Sean Brady is, pretty decent, pretty good.
Yeah, he's back on the up and coming shit.
Mm-hmm. So you can't hate on that. Urbina got good length, 6'3", man. That's a real tall Hispanic dude right there. And he got the reach, he got the kicks. He got it all. Here you got more of like a Detroit type. I don't even know he's from Detroit, but Charles Radke, Chuck Buffalo. People kind of counted him out. I counted him out as well in his last fight. Even though he's a favorite, I thought Blood Diamond was going to do something, Mike Mathea. And he dominated him just with IQ, with timing of his grappling. Like, he wasn't even more skilled. He was just like knowing what to do at the right time. So the IQ really helped him. And he was the one that also slipped the F word. And I don't mean fuck. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
When what's his name? Manel Cape said the same thing to Kai Kara France's team. Since we don't have production, this is kind of a live stream thing going on here. So we ain't having no beeps. So I can't say it. But this guy said it. I think he's the one that actually apologized for it. Manel Cape didn't. Because this guy probably was like, damn, I'm American, so I have to apologize for these things. But yeah, man, I'll tell you this. This is another fight I'm probably going to lay off of, but I'm leaning Rakic at the plus money here, man. Urbina's minus 225, now minus 200. So a little money's agreed with me here on Rakic, but I just think the price is off. I think he should be like plus 130 against Urbina. Urbina should be the favorite because I do think the height difference is huge. The striking, the striking is huge because Urbina's a better striker, lengthier. His kicks are better. Obviously the power. Both you guys have power. Rakic probably generates more power because he's just shorter, so naturally. But I guess for me, just to so we don't agree on every fight here, I'll go Rakic here. We got to mix it up a little bit, because some of the cards where we always agree, sometimes I feel like it's just cursed. Like we're just every fight is in agreement. It's just like, no, we might both just
hella ads on this shit now.
Yeah, man, Tapology, you getting that revenue, huh? Ad money, huh?
Coming up.
Yeah, they're getting free ads on here. Okay, now we're getting to kind of the main card here, man. This is actually, I think this is a pretty decent main card for a fight night. We got
Muradov. Didn't he win his last fight, or that's some other one?
Mahmoud. What card is that? Uzbekistan. For those that are wondering what flag that is. 26-8. He's a looker. Pause. Compared to the other guy, this guy's one of those racially vague guys you've seen out there. Like, is this guy got a touch of Asian? We're not sure. He's like Russian. But this is the vibe right here. He's 33. He was a big prospect that kind of went on a slump for a bit, but he kind of bounced back. He beat Barberena, who's, kind of a old school hardcore legend type of guy. And now he's trying to continue his streak here, man. He's fought good ass opponents. Barajo, GM3. I mean, those are decent ass dudes. So you got to respect Muradov. He's a great striker, decent clincher, in my opinion. But I think the matchup is tough for him, man. He is the underdog. But yeah, what do you think about this guy? You like this guy?
Who's he going against?
He's going against, let me go here, click on it. Kurisev, new guy here. He's Russian. He's one of those guys. You see the flag, you see the picture. He's one of those, you know what I'm saying? One of those. But he's the Black Wolf, 14-0. He's a grinded out guy, same age here. Dennis Tululum's the guy he beat in his debut, and then he's from the Contender Series. Yeah, I like this guy, man. I think he's solid. I think he hasn't shown his best work yet. And he is the favorite, rightfully so. And I see here, let me show. He was minus 140. Now he's about, minus 155. So I can see there is some love for Muradov out there as a dog, because you're not going to get Muradov as a dog at all. That's a rare situation because he is very skilled. If this stays striking, I think Muradov has way big advantage. A lot of spinning moves and stuff like that. But the Kurisev guy, just even without watching tape and me just showing you this flag, the picture, the style, you already know what's going to happen. He's going to try to grind this out, crotch sniff, ground and pound, that type of stuff. But I like this guy, man. I'm taking him. What's the line right now on Bet Online? I already bet him, but just so y'all, minus 150. He might be on the best bet at the end. Minus 150. But there's love for Miradov, bro. Miradov was higher up early in the week, and now he's plus
No,
130.
and he's also the vet. He's been there and more, but I don't know. He's also been kind of shaky. Like he got like 8 L. So we got a lot of fights, but I think it's the Black Wolf time.
Oops, I'm on the wrong shit. And let me see here. Yeah, last few fights. Usually, Murdov likes to strike, and then the guys that can strike with him, he likes to grind it, grind it out. Pause, but like he likes to clinch and stuff. But in this situation, bro, he's gonna have to keep it standing. He's not gonna be able to go to his clinch and then start grinding the guys down and tiring them out. Like if anything, that's gonna happen to him. So if he keeps a distance, keeps his fighting, takedown defense, then obviously he's gonna have a huge advantage. But that's a big if, right? So we'll see. And then we go back to some more horny fights for you, man. We got the prospect, Natalia Silva, 16-5. Hey, no lie, to interrupt myself. I think she's like what people thought Amanda Ribas was gonna be. Like, oh, we're gonna have this little like cute, always smiling, laughing like girl, but then she's a killer striker inside type of thing. And then it just never panned out for Ribas because she don't got chin. But Natalia Silva got a little chin here. Huge prospect. I mean, last time she lost was back in 2017 against Marina Rodriguez in the minor leagues Thunder fight. I don't even know what Thunder fight is, but that's the last time this chick lost, and she lost early in her career. But the thing is, if you're on the circuit in Brazil, the competition is pretty nice. You know what I'm saying? You got centuries and generations of this sport being a big deal. Fighting just being a culture in Brazil, as opposed to like, let's say France or something like that, or China, so yeah, I mean, I guess there's no hot take here. Before I even click to the other person, who's going to be a huge favorite. What is it at right now? Oh, Natalia Silva minus 300 is the opening. Now she's like minus 350. So money's been coming in on her, which is crazy because Vivian Araujo, older, 12-5, 37 years old, man. And she just beat Jennifer Maia. So people might think she's on the up. What do you think?
Oh, fuck, man. Araujo messed up my parlay last time with Maia, but I'm going to have to go with the other chick.
Silva. You're a Silva fan, right?
Well, I don't know.
You love Silva. Natalia Silva?
I can't remember like her last fights.
Let's see who she got. She hasn't had too many. She beat Andrea Lee by decision at the Sterling O'Malley fight where we were at the M4.
Oh yeah, I think I had bet on her. Yeah, she beat Jasmine Judy. Yeah, she should take this.
Yeah, so she should take this. If it stays striking, obviously I think she's much better because all Vivian Araujo is going to do is try to take her down and try to grind and wrestle. But the thing is, when she does that, Araujo, she gasses herself out. She always be fading round 2, round 3, fading away, where Silva is still good. So, yeah, I mean, I know the price tag's good. We just talked about women's fight being minus 300. But here it's like, would you rather bet on Molly McCann at minus 300 or Natalia Silva at minus 300?
Natalia Silva.
Yeah, exactly. So it's like, they're not all apples are the same. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we're going Natalia Silva. No hot take. I mean, greasy parlay piece. As far as I mean, you could maybe the over, but it could be a late finish. So I wouldn't mess with that. Some people say they want the third round finish by Silva, which is plus 800 or so. I don't know if that's not juicy enough. I feel like, I mean, if you're picking the round, you might be Natalia Silva by KO plus 425. Might be okay. I'm not a prop guy though, but yeah, Silva or die pretty much. Next up. Okay, we got the reschedule here. We got the Rude Boy Brown. Let's go. 17-5. As he's the favorite, but the line is open slightly different here. We got Brown at minus 250. I guess it was about similar. Now it's similar because it reopened at around like a closer odds. So people still betting on Rude Boy here, huh? I like Rude Boy in a parlay piece. But that is a huge favorite to go against someone like Muslim Salikov, man. I know he's old, but he cracks. But he's not a cracker. He's the king of Kung Fu, 19-4. He got this old-ass black and white picture. He was old in the picture, and he's old now, guys.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my pick. I did for the last one. I'm still go with the Bomba Clut.
Yeah, me too, man. Last fight, Salikov lost to Dalby. He beat Fialho, but we started to find out Fialho is fake.
And Dalby's for real.
Yeah, Dalby's real, bro. We're seeing that. And he's lost to Jiang Lee, who's pretty decent as well. So he's fought the who's, man. Zaleski, Strapioli, like guys that really try to fight. Randy Brown, man, he's younger. That's the biggest thing for me is he's younger, longer.
Yeah, 11-5 in the UFC is not bad either, but he did take some L's, but who was it? Jack Delana?
Yeah, like that's okay.
Massive Magdalena.
His mom Mary Magdalena.
And
Jack
Renee,
Dilla.
who?
It was a grappling fight. Renee's he lost in a grappling fight, but it's all right because I doubt Muslim Salikov is trying to take this to the ground.
Oh no, not at all. Not
striker.
At all.
Yeah, he's going to be kung fuing spinning attacks, but the length could be the advantage for Brown here. I think if he could keep him at a distance, don't let him just come in like that and do these spinning moves on him because that's where the power generates. He'll be able to do it. But the problem is the weakness of Randy Brown is almost like his durability, right? In a sense, not like terrible, but he's not good at durability. He's getting finished when he's losing, but the guys he's losing to, like Luke, JDM, these are all guys, Nico Price, these are all guys that really like crack, like they got power. So, I mean, that could happen here, but yeah, I'm with you, man. Randy Brown. Here's an exercise. Randy Brown at minus 300 or Molly McCann at minus 300?
Randy Brown.
Yeah, exactly. Just put those things in a perspective, guys. Like we're good off Molly McCann at minus 300. Whatever we go. We're going back here. We're moving on up to the final fights. Co-main event here. This is an interesting one. Renato Moicano.
Oh, man.
Money Moicano. I did not know. Minus 145 right now, man. It was like a round of pick'ems. So,
which is kind of like,
what do you think?
It's kind of fucked up. This fool Moicano ain't fought in hella long.
Yeah. Let's see. Last time he fought was in November 2022.
He's coming off like big ass surgery, so like you got to cut back down. So what are they fighting at 155 or what is it?
Let me see. I'm pretty sure it's 155. Yeah, 155.
Well, at least yeah, because he's fighting at 145, but yeah, 155. I don't know. I think there's value in Drew Dober in this fight, especially because he's been like fighting. You know what I mean? Moicano's gonna come off a long ass. But also Moicano's like the better fighter.
But, yeah, overall skills wise, if you're talking about just overall skills, but and the rust, you don't know.
Nah, hell yeah. Oh no, yeah, this is rough. Like I could see Dober just go out there and like sleeping him one time.
I feel like that's the most likely outcome, obviously, for Dober. Just checking the odds here for Dober as far as knockout, I'm pretty sure that would be the most favored outcome here. Dober's plus 165. Oh, damn. Moicano's minus 190 now on BetOnline. Someone just steamed him, bruh. I got him at minus 145, and I thought that was kind of pricey already. Like, it was pushing the limits for me. But minus 190 might be too pricey for that chin. You feel me? I feel you right there because
there's also a 1.5 one, right? The over.
Yep, over, under 1.5, and the over is plus 100. So it's more favored to the under. And you're right, because Moicano, he's a fast starter too. Moicano, when he's in there, but he's a submission guy. That, he got hands though. He could compete. He definitely got hands. The problem is, I don't know about his chin. He hasn't fought, like you said, in so long. It's like, how good is your chin if you haven't fought that long? It could be good because you're healthy, but also you might not be used to getting fucking cracked by someone like Drew Dober at full force in there, And then
what happened to fucking Bobby Green?
Yeah, but look at this here. The losses here. These are the 4 losses here for Moicano. Rafael dos Anjos, which that's a little iffy because Anjos is on his end, but he's good.
Nah, he's still good as a fighter.
Korean Zombie back in 2019 when he was better, a little better. And Jose Aldo in 2019, bro. So, I mean, those are good names to lose to if you had to lose. And here's another thing to consider. He's never knocked anyone out, Moicano. He's only sub or decision. So, that's also something that's interesting as well for me, I mean, I can see why people like Dober because Dober at plus money, he always got a puncher's chance no matter what. And he could wrestle. Like he has the grappling as far as American wrestling. So he could kind of compete. I don't know if he could, once he gets down and Moicano has a position, I don't know what's going to happen there. But, and he got the power. So when you have that, you always got a chance at plus money. You know what I'm saying? So I like that.
Sure.
But Moicano, I'll take Moicano here. I think his comeback fight, he's been doing podcasts in Brazil and shit. He said he don't like the Apex, so I don't know if that's a red flag or not. But we'll see, man. I like Moicano, but I can see the love for Drew Dober. Drew Dober by knockout is plus 175. So damn. So that's like the only way they're saying he's gonna win because he's plus 165 and the knockout's plus at 175, bro. That's just damn near the same price. That's crazy for a prop. Well, we'll see. And then submission by Moicano, yeah, plus 175. That's kind of cool. Submission by Moicano plus 175. How many times has Dober been submitted?
A lot.
9. Wow, we're on to something here. We might have to look at a little more, but that might be decent. He hasn't been tapped out in a while though, other than Islam Makhachev. But that's who doesn't
be ashamed of.
Yeah, like who doesn't get tapped out by Makhachev? And then your boy Benny Dariush and OAM back then. Damn, but these are good ass fighters. Yeah. Well, shout outs to that. That's gonna be a banger though. I think that's gonna be a crazy banger fight. And then we got the main event here. You know, some people aren't excited about the main event, but if anything, they should have put Moicano and Drew Dober and then we'd say right below him, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah, that would have made more sense.
Yeah, you would have been okay with that. You'd be like, oh, this makes sense. This is okay. This is cool. Yeah, what's going on, Dana? What's going on here? This must be the guy that won that contest. You know, the guy that did that the UFC contest, the matchmaker.
He's a worker now.
Yeah, shout out to him, bro. But yeah, Nasruddin Imavov, minus 160, bro. Imavov was about minus 150 at one point, now up to minus 160. Roman Dolidze, the other way, is plus 140, 150. Man, this is a good matchup because you know I'm a big Roman Reigns, Roman Dolidze fan. All types of Romans, Roman Empire.
Hey, was his last fight against Vittori still?
Yes, let's scroll down.
It's been a minute.
Yes, last time he fought was back in March of 2023. So that's almost 2 years. Man. And was against Marvin Vittori. And, you know, I remember that because I bet on Roman Dolidze as a dog. And I swear, like a lot of people, including me, thought Dolidze won, bro.
No, yeah, I have Vittori, and then I thought, what's his name, won for sure.
Yeah, but because it's like you can't finish Vittori. Vittori's so durable. He's like one of the most durable guys.
He was getting his ass kicked, though.
Exactly. Sure. He just doesn't give up, you know. But yeah, he's all he does when he does get his ass kicked. I don't know why I'm clicking on this guy. Let's go back. But I mean, he had his fight canceled against Brunson and Cannonier. I guess he doesn't like to fight black people. No, he fought Phil Hawes. But yeah, man, I mean, he's fought whoever's in front of him. He's still, for a kind of 35-year-old, he's still not like the peak of his career, I think, or you know, this is kind of his one chance to get to that spot.
Well, I got him, especially it's crazy. He's a big ass. He's kind of like, was it plus 160? You said?
Yeah, 150, something like that. Yeah, no, I've been going back and forth all week on this since last week, actually, because I'm like, look, I love Roman Dolidze. Like, when Roman's a dog, bro, like that's me all over. Like Roman as an underdog because he's good at everything. Like he has power.
You can't go with France, bro.
I know. That's another reason. I'm like, am I getting tripped out because I don't like France over here? 12-4. He's actually Russian French, the Russian sniper. And let's go back about I didn't realize this. Roman Dolidze's nickname. Look at that. The Caucasian, bruh. No way. I did not know that was his nickname. That's crazy. Why would you name yourself that? That don't even make sense, bruh. Russian sniper here, Imavov. He's on a 1-fight losing streak. He's never been knocked out. That's the one thing. It was a no contest against Chris Curtis with the accidental head clash. But then he lost to Sean Strickland before, Chris Curtis' best friend. So, man, he's fought those two guys. Those two guys are, you know, real fighters, guys that just stand and strike. So is Roman. He's down to, you know, get in there, get hit. He does stupid shit a lot. I could see the love. And at first I was like, dude, a dog and Roman. But when I kind of break it down, I mean, the height, the technique, I mean, the only thing Roman can do, I think, is take him down. If you take him down, obviously Imavov and French fighters in general have an issue unless you're like Manon Fiorat. But French fighters usually have an issue with the ground game because they're not developed yet, right? They're coming from more of a boxing background, whereas Americans and stuff come from a wrestling background. So it's like, but I just think Imavov is the side here, man. There's just something in my gut, and this is not analytic at all. But sometimes you just have this feeling in your gut, and you're like, Imavov minus 160 is it, bro. I think that's it. I'm going that side, but I'm not talking anyone off of the Roman side because I had him first on my first notes. I had Roman, man. But there's just something that's flagging me with Roman's IQ. Roman's he might just lose by points. That's just the way he is. It is a 5-rounder though. So who gasses first? I don't know. Maybe.
Oh yeah, it's 5 rounds.
That's also another thing. It's maybe it does advantage to Dolidze. You know what I'm saying? He's been in the fights more. He's fought the competition, but I don't know, man. There's just something inside me that says this is kind of like a nice setup for Imavov to get back in the picture. It's too easy. Why is Dolidze the dog then? There's some things that are just fishy to me right now when I was taking Dolidze. And then we realize now it's Strickland is hella good. You know what I'm saying? So it's is it wrong that this guy was getting beat up by Strickland?
Strickland took that fight short notice too.
Yeah, Strickland's a guy, man. But I guess we're splitting this one too, man. Dolidze, Imavov. I like that we're splitting on some of these here. So there's some controversy. But what do you got for the people, man? We need a bounce back from you here.
Need a bounce back, man. Need a bounce back.
Need a bounce back like back shots.
Do a parlay. Natalia Silva. My bad with my voice, man. I lost it at the Niner game.
Well worth it.
Natalia Silva, Randy Brown, and Urpina.
The herbs.
And man, fuck it, I'm gonna do one straight up underdog bet with Belbita Cheese.
Belbita, big dog. She a big dog right now. What is she at here?
And then
she's plus 240 on Bet Online.
Yeah, and then we'll do a Zat Maxim. And Ali Kashab Kebab.
Wait, who?
That was his name, Ali Kashab.
Oh yeah, right. The guy fighting Murad.
And then Roman straight up too. Fucking 4 bets on their ass.
Let's go. Row 2 dogs, and pretty much all dogs technically because it's gonna be plus money on the parlays. Plus money. Roman's revenge. Roman plus 150. We get 150 out there. Let's go. All right. Let's see what we got here. For me, best bet I already saying Azat Maxim straight up here. I got him at minus 180. He's probably minus 200 now. I would still take him. He should be minus 300 here. So I'm gonna take him. Maxim. Trying to record that shit. I'll put him at minus 200. You shop around. What else we got here? Oh, I got to give a dog to the people, bruh. You can sprinkle line. I'm not going to put a bunch of money on, but Pete Rodriguez plus 210. All right now on Bet Online. I think it's worth the fading of this Thembe Garimbo. I mean, if he wins, it's going to be a feel-good story, but he should not be this big of a favorite. It's him and Molly McCann are 2 red flags for me right now. This card, that's just too big of a favorite. You know what I'm saying? That's way too much. Rodriguez. Let me get OT Genesis. Not OT Genesis. Wrong guy. Thembe Garimbo is more OT Genesis. I'm talking about the Mexican OT. Pete Rodriguez. We're at 200. I'm going to 210 out there. I'm getting 210. Last but not least, we'll give you one. Should I do a greasy one? Yeah. So
greasy.
And I'm going to do Renato Moicano straight here. I'll give you a third one. He's minus 190 now. I think it's a little rich, though, to be honest with you. But I'll put it down for myself. I got him at minus 145. But I'll put him, for the show purposes, minus 190. But that's our 3 right there. I mean, I'll give you guys 4. Since he gave you 4, I'll give you 4. And I got to do the weekly greasy parlay. We're gonna do Natalia Silva. All right, we're gonna do who's the other one? Oh, Thomas Peterson.
Ooh.
Thomas Peterson to start your night out. And we'll throw in Nasruddin Imavov. This is it's not that greasy here. So those three right there. See if that shit sticks right there. I'm not really the parlay guy to go to, but I think that'll be good. I would throw Randy Brown in there too, but I'll just stop at 3. I think Randy Brown's good. But yeah, man, any last words for the people? Man, as we enter this last week of we got no football this weekend, so it's a Pro Bowl since you're a fan. So
Fuck the Pro Bowl.
We ain't gonna talk. We're gonna talk about Gen G a little bit. Group chat on Wax for those that haven't tuned in. Group chat on Wax weekly on Fridays. But yeah, you went to the Niners game, man. That's why he lost his voice. That's why we didn't release it yesterday.
Shit's been rough this episode. My bad, y'all. My shit going crazy.
Hey, but it was well worth it, man. The craziest game, historical comeback that the Niners did. I'm sorry I had to talk about football on this, but we don't have SmokeDown this week. It's next week.
That's crazy. So, it was awesome, bro. Niners.
Bang bang Niner games, man. Lions blew it. Ravens blew it.
Lions blew it. Ravens look like shit.
Yeah, so it's crazy, man. I know a lot of people, including myself, lost money on that on Ravens losing outright, man. Thought they were gonna win. Everyone thought that Niner Baltimore was gonna be an easy parlay, you know? And it was definitely without the Niners halfway through the game. If you had that, even if the Ravens won, you'd be like, oh, fuck this. Like, fuck this game. Yeah, that was crazy. But yeah, man, until next time, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Hopefully we cash for y'all here. Another winning year, another winning month. Peace out. Smoke out.